Greetings, my viewer and fastlaner. I trust you're well. Welcome to Abundance Fastlane. Fastlane, we are happy to have you, and I trust you've already subscribed. That's what makes you a fastlaner. Or you're inviting your friends also to subscribe. Yes, we just remind you that abundance is a natural state for you. Yes, you are made to live an abundant life, fun, fulfilled, and an ordinary life as God really intended you to enjoy. He came that we may have life and we have it in abundance. In abundance, firstly, just remind you that your future begins now. That means you are now is what builds your future, and it also gives you a beautiful past that you're happy looking back to. Whether you are just been born, whether you're in school, whether you are parents, whether you've already, you've already retired, and your kids are all laid out of the house. Your future begins now, or your future doesn't. Then you can choose to just start a new future now, a future that is abundant, a future that is awesome. In Abundance Fast Lane, we help you get to start that beautiful future that God intended for you by helping you realize and changing your mindset and adopting the positive mindset that can that will allow you enjoy the green grass, the clean air, and the open heaven. This makes it a good environment for you to be fruitful, just as God intended. And when you're fruitful and you're already self-aware, you're aware of yourself, you will be able to enjoy your life. And other people are allowed to be able to enjoy you. On the other face, you could be having the life that you want to get out of is the dry life, the one that we end up having negative thoughts, and it gets to making our life a bit dry. Yes, abundance is a natural state for you. For those who are for those who are employed, it's not your salary that makes you rich. It's your habit or it's your spending habits. For those who are in business, yes, it's not your profits that will make you rich or wealthy. It's the habit and the discipline and the work that you put into your business. And for those who are pursuing whatever you're pursuing as you help other people, what will make you rich is the spending habits and the habits that you have that makes you get to do more, and not only do more, that you're able to serve many more people, and also the kind of knowledge that you acquire along your way, that you're able to know where to invest and what to invest, and how you're going to take opportunities along the way. And guess what? The best time, in case you missed an opportunity, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. And the second best time is now. So in case you missed an opportunity, this is a golden opportunity for you to take that chance. Yes, when you acquire an abundant mind, it means you now have an abundant life. When you have an abundant life, it means that you'll enjoy abundance and you'll be able to enjoy all what God created you to be, and you'll be useful to the world. When the money that you're going to get out of is the poor, that is passing over opportunities regularly, where you get, if you have a job or you're getting any income in terms of a salary or any form of income, you get it and it goes straight to expenses. You spend all that on on the rent, taxes, food, transportation, and clothes. Whatever you get, you spend all that. Or at times you spend and you get look for money. Yeah, that's when you will now get poor. That is, you keep passing opportunities regularly. Or you could be in the middle class where most people now want to be seen. They want to be seen and you keep competing with others. You want to be seen, you have bigger, you have better, you have more beautiful. So you keep getting debts, and especially now the bad ones. And you keep committing your salary or your income to paying debts. And some are not so good. Debts in terms of mortgages, car loans, credit card, school loans, and any other loan that you may think of, just to get better. You realize that at times you might be digging yourself a hole and getting worse all the time. So it's good, and it will be good if you're able to get out of that hole and get to the rich or the wealthy, whereby whenever income they get, they take it to buy assets. In terms of the assets, like the kind of asset they buy is the real estate, the stocks, the bonds, the notes, and other intellectual properties, and any other kind of asset that you have. An asset is that what can give you more money. So you get money, you buy an asset, gives you more money, you buy an asset, gives you more money. That cycle now keeps, you get an income, you buy an asset, you get an asset that gives you more money. That cycle keeps going on and on and on until now you're not able even to know how much you have because you're so wealthy. And at this point, you're able even to commit and do what really you want, how you want, with who you want. And at this point, money is never a problem. You're enjoying your wealth. You might be asking, what are you talking about in terms of these levels? In terms of yeah, on these levels. These levels are most the seven, and the lowest one is the called financial dependency or clarity. This at the point where you as a person have just discovered who you are, and what you want in terms of what you want in terms of your financial goals. When you figure this out and you start now thinking, what can I do? Yes, for you to make money, you need to be doing something. And it will be good if you're doing something that you love, because that it can love you back. After you're able to get out of the financial dependency, that's when you get to the financial solvency or self-sufficiency. At this point, if you're young, you just moved out of your dad and mom, or or whatever you are, you've just moved out of that place where you are able to be catered for, or you are depending on others. And at this point, you are able just to make enough money to cover your expenses. All whatever money you are making, you just live within those expenses, within that income. At this point, if you're still keen and very focused and you're setting your financial goals, you move from that level and you get to the survival level or the breathing room. At this point, you're saving some money and you're no longer living from paycheck to paycheck. At this point, at least you're able to, as you get your paycheck or as you get your monthly or as you get your profits, you still have something and you can save. In as much as you might not be saving a lot, but at least you're able to have some money aside. And if you're able to meet all your needs and some wants. At this point, at least you can breathe. This is the point where most of us Kenyans are. When we get to arrive to survival, we are alive. We don't want to go past there. Up to that point, we've covered three levels: the clarity, self-sufficiency, and the breathing room. These ones are survival levels. And most of us, especially Kenyans, we've been told and shown how to survive. After these survival levels, it's when now you get, if you continue saving, you get to a debt-free level, or even if you have a debt, that is able to, you have a debt against an asset or a collateral that is able to pay for itself. At this point, you get to financial stability. Here you have no bad debts, and at least you saved at least 6 months worth of your expenses for emergencies. Whatever you're doing, you started buying assets, whether you're getting them on debt or you're getting them from your savings. You already having a working budget, and you managed to save at least 6 months worth of your expenses for emergencies. At this point, at least you start now enjoying life. I have a full video on how it is like when you are living a financially stable life. If you manage to have this, you have your 6 months, you get now to financial comfort or the financial flexibility. At this level, you have at least 2 months, years of expenses saved. You can even take a year off work. You can even move out of the work that you're doing if it's not interesting to you. At this point, you start doing what makes you happy, and what makes you happy is what you do, and you just do, you do what you want with who you want, with where you want, and you don't have to work. You have a choice. At this point, if you continue buying assets that are giving you more money, you get now to financial independence or financial freedom. This point, you live off the income that you've been making from the investment that you've worked. You are at this time, you are financially free. You can stand and say, I am free. I am free, and I'm free indeed. You are independent, you're free. You can live off the income your investment generate. At this point, you don't have to work totally. You just do what you feel like. And at this point, your esteem is high. You start thinking of things to serve in the community. Yeah, I also have full video on the same from this very channel. Subscribe so that you're able to see it quickly and invite your friends. Finally, after you free, you don't have to work, you do what you want with who you want, at where you want. Now we can say now you've started enjoying abundant wealth. Abundant wealth is where you're financially abundant. Here is the financial abundance. This is now what we're really looking for, that all of us can get here during our lifetime. Here, money isn't your concern. You have more than you'll ever need for yourself, and you're able to have something for your children. Even the ones that you get from here, you are the one who started the generation that they will forever be grateful that you started something that they're able to enjoy. This, especially these three levels, they are thriving levels. You thrive, you do what you want, and you're able to thrive and live just as God intended you to. Your dreams, your desires, and all the talents that you have, you have time to apply them, and you have time to be able to even be creative and passionate, to do what you're passionate about. This is still more notes on those phases, from clarity to sufficiency to breathing room to financial stability to financial comfort, independence, and finally to financial abundance. A good man lives a good man leaves riches and wealth for their children, for their generations to come. Our product clusters, or how we be able to do this. We have the Fastlane cards. These are for kids that are up to from age 1 to 13 years. We help your kid, introduce your kids on how they need to save, give, and earn, save, and give money. We also have now the cluster for Fastlane Leopards. These are these are persons ages 13 to 25 years. We have the Fastlane Linos. These are people ages 25 to 35 years who are employed or they're professionals. We have the Fastlane Buffalo. These are people ages between 25 to 35 years. These are employed individuals. We have the Fastlane Lions. These are people who are ages 35 to 50. These are leaders and experts in their field. They've already worked and they've been able to learn what they need to learn in the field they are in. They are experts. We have the Fastlane Elephant. These are the people who are ages 50 years and above. Most of them are retired or they're already enjoying their abundance. And the last category is very unique, is the Fastlane Eagles. This is the special category for the super talented and the artists. This one is my favorite per se, because they're the ones who shake the world. They are the eagles, they want to fly. Yes, for each of these clusters, we have videos explaining what it is and what we offer on each of the category. Find time and see from this very channel. How we engage and our scope of activities that help us attain our objective. Once you get to, to get to us. Sometimes advice cannot, when you seeking advice, if you get free advice, sometimes it might not apply. But when you're seeking advice and you come to us as our client, how we engage is that we have the Abundance Conference that happens yearly, once a year, mostly in November. We have the Abundance Boot Camp. This one happens annually, mostly in April, when we know, yeah, it happens in April. Then the dates are communicated when the month is near. Then we have the Fastlane Cubs Festival. This one we do every term. The last 2 weeks before the school opens, that's when we have the festival, and we get a good time with the kids. We teach them, and finally, when we get to at the end of the year, we give them piggy banks. Then we have the MBA session. This is the money, business, and account sessions, where we learn money, business, and account session in a fun way through the board games, and especially the cash flow 101. This one happens monthly, and we also do it at your convenience. Organize your friends, organize 6 of your friends, we sit in a table and get to discuss money, business, account in a fun way. Then we get live on Facebook and YouTube. This one we do once a week. We place a video every once a week on YouTube. Then we get to live on Facebook, and we host a guest at least once a week. Then coaching and mentoring sessions, and also therapy sessions and psychological counseling sessions. These ones happens daily. We have an in-house mentor who is able to take you through and coach you one-on-one in a friendly and a good environment. Then after all this is said and done, we have personalized groups and retreat and holidays and times to go and reflect and reset, and retreat, so that you're able to apply the lessons that you've learned going forward and build a beautiful future. This one is based on the demand and based on your group. The places we go also depends on the group. The last year we managed to go to Masai Mara, we went to Mombasa, we went to Naivasha, all these places. But as long as your group, you're able to agree, we're able to organize for you a retreat or a holiday, so that you go and reset and agree on the way forward in terms of your personal journey. These are our contacts. Get us on WhatsApp 0772 64 98 21. Get us on email at abadanceFastlane@gmail.com. Get us on Facebook at Abundance Fastlane. Get us on TikTok, Abundance Fastlane. Get us on YouTube, Abundance Fastlane. Get us on Instagram at Abundance Fastlane. And here at Abundance Fastlane, we say, abundance is a natural state for you. Dream it, dare, do, and deliver that dream that you've always dreamt. God is there to support you, and we are here to help you achieve that dream. And it's a natural state for you. In case you haven't subscribed, subscribe, because at this on this channel, we have put so much of free materials. I've posted so many guests, and they're right there, and you'll be able to get the materials for free. Invite your friends, invite your enemies, invite your sisters, invite your brothers. We thank you so much even for following this far. Thank you.